Okay, so we're gonna do some gait therapy. So what this does is, especially when you have a blow to the body, because you know you fell down, you had that blow, we can build pressures in the body. So the skeletal system will either, you know, I always get this backwards. I can't remember if the skeletal system locks and then turns, and then the flesh turns and then locks. It's one of those. I'll have to look it up to make sure. But anyway, the problem is something's locked in your body. And when you walk, I can see where the pressure is in your feet by the way your ankles pronate or don't pronate. Because we have so many proprioceptors in our ankles, it really does reveal, especially when I have you focus on either a certain part of your body or whatever you want to work on, it starts stimulating our nervous system. Literally is going to show up in your feet. So how this works is I'll have you know, pick the area, which we can do your shoulder, we can do your elbow, because we usually do like, I don't know, 3 or 4 of them, and then your nervous system gets tired of it. We gotta let you process for 3 days a week. And we're just gonna talk about it first. So what you'll do is, once you pick the area you're gonna focus on, you focus on it, I focus on it, and then you're just gonna walk towards me, not like, I mean naturally, but not quite as fast as you usually do. And then I'm gonna watch your feet, and then what's happening is you're gonna get to a point where I can see where you're avoiding the area of that foot to walk on, because that's where it's holding the pressure. And you'll see me kind of raise my hand, and then I'll go, ooh, stop. So even if you're like this, you just stop. And then I might have you adjust the weight. It's normal to do this kind of stuff because your body doesn't want to step on that pressure area, because your foot represents your whole body. But I want to get that pressure on that pressure area, and then we can get it released. Sometimes I tweak it from like the wrist or maybe a slight little, I don't do any of that stuff like chiropractors do. I might have the same hold or grip that they do, but I'm working on your soft tissue and often where it connects to the bone, if that makes sense. But I'm not doing any kind of a manual manipulation. I'm working on like trigger points, meridian points, and things like that. And then once we do the little tweak, I can usually feel if it's shifted. Then I actually need you to walk back and forth a couple times, because as soon as we get that pressure to release, your fascia is going to start moving around on you. And then once we have you walk back and forth a little bit, I have you go back over there, focus on the same area, and then I have you walk again to see if I got it, because then your gait will actually shift. Does that kind of make sense? I know it's a lot of moving parts, but all you have to worry about is focusing on the area, and then I'll go stop. And then when you do stop, don't bring the other foot up. Most people, like when they stop, they want to bring the other foot up, and we don't know. You might be like this. We don't know where you're going to be when it stops. And you can't do it wrong. If we miss the spot, I just have you walk a little bit more. All right. So what do you want to work on first? What comes to mind first? Okay. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to have you be relaxed, and then I'm just going to have you lift that arm just to see what our before is. Okay. Yeah. So all right, that's it. Because then you start compensating. All right. So that's good. So we're going to let you relax there. All right, so we're going to focus on just the whole shoulder. You can focus on the accident part if you want, or just, you know, that whole thing. And then whenever you're ready, you can come on over. Yep, so right there. Yep. And I want the weight of the body where this part of the foot is. You're going to so you're going to shift the weight so you can feel it here. So come forward with the body. And you're going to, yep, right there. And then I'm going to have you bring your chin actually into my hand. Take a deep breath in. Press your chin down a little bit more. Exhale if you want. Alright, so we're going to let you walk a little bit. Ooh, I felt that one in your elbow. Ooh, maybe that'll fix your elbow.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, then we're just going to have you walk around normally. You can walk in wherever you want. This one doesn't matter. This is just getting the body to kind of shift that fascia.
And then, so I still keep that pressure like you showed me.
Oh yeah, nope. You just walk normal now.
Just walk normal.
Yep, you're just kind of meandering through the park.
Okay.
We're just gonna let that fascia shift around a little bit.
Okay.
And you may or may not feel it when it shifts. Everybody's kinesthetically a little different. Okay, so now I'm gonna have you focus on that shoulder. And I'm gonna have you walk this way again, and I'll see if we. Alright, so now right there. So I want your weight in that area, but on the bottom. Yep, just like that. And then take a deep breath in. Relax. Yep, excellent. Whatever you want. Yeah, you're just like, your body's like totally like, I don't trust anything. Yeah. All right, so then we're gonna let you walk a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, anytime we've had a strong blow to the body like that, you know, car accidents, falling down the stairs, our body, gets into that like, I don't trust anything. It's just a protective stance.
Yeah.
Yep. But you know, so I kind of want to soften that first, and that'll kind of help my shoulder. And then I'll let you walk back over there, and we'll pick something else to work on. And I never know what the body wants to work on. So okay, we're just gonna let you be there, kind of relax, and then I'm just gonna have you bring that arm up and see. Oh, got quite a bit more improvement.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sweet. Okay, so we did get that part. It could be that you're just in what I call a bracing mechanism because the scar's healed well. I don't notice a lot of scar on the hardware. You might just be in that what I call it's a jaw clenching experience. It's kind of like this.
Well, it's kind of mental. I haven't let go.
Right. That holds the body, but physically the body feels like this.
Yeah.
Is
It's
what
like
it
I'm
does.
still hurt, like it's still broke.
Yes, like your body did not realize the accident's over.
Right.
So on that one, I'm gonna have you stand over here. And we're gonna kind of look out that window, and we're gonna do the bracing thing.
Like,
Yep. So you're gonna face that way,
I'll face
feet
that
and everything. Yep.
Okay.
So then this is kind of the same for everybody. So we start out however it's comfortable this way, and then you're just gonna rotate that foot out a little bit, and you're gonna rotate that foot out a little bit, just whatever's cozy. Maybe bring this one in just a bit. Yeah, your body likes that a little bit. And then this is gonna sound really weird, but this readjusts the way your head sets on your spine. So you're gonna lightly bend your knees, just a teeny bit, and then you are bracing. Your body's like no. Okay, so let's do it without your knees bent. Don't walk them back, but just have them relaxed. The trick is you have to tighten your glutes, but not your legs. So these guys. So you want to tighten these guys. Yep, that's it. And then I'm gonna have you bring your arms up like this. I'm gonna have you put that hand out.
The left one?
Yep, that one.
The right one?
Yep, the right one, that one. All right, yep, that camera. Okay, so take a deep breath in. And exhale whenever you want. Yeah, your body's like jammed in it. That's okay though. Take another deep breath. And it's like, wait for it. And then, another deep breath whenever you want. Go ahead and put your right arm down. Then put your left arm out. Just a little bit. Yep, that's good. Take a deep breath in. And then go ahead and bring this arm down. Rotate it ever so gently. Say hello. There we go. Okay, got something to relax there. Okay, so now I'm going to let you walk around a little bit.
Okay.
So that's just to help with the bracing part of it. And that can happen with anything. Like, like I walked into like the corner of a cabinet before and literally could just feel my whole body like kind of lock up, because it's like, oh, anytime when you have a blow heavy enough where you go, there's that, whatever that is, and it locks the breath.
Yeah.
That's always a bracing thing. And then I kind of, okay, so it's working its way out slowly. Not very quickly. Now, when you're walking, can you tell if your body's relaxing? Like, I can feel it just slowly kind of coming from the top and kind of moving down.
Not necessarily.
Okay. It's not a lot. I gotta be honest. It's pretty subtle.
Yeah.
It's like your body's like, well, I'm gonna relax a little bit.
Just kind of test it out, test the waters.
It's kind of, but it's, So apparently the fall was really, that's why I said, it's almost, I think it was as traumatizing as a car accident.
Yeah, well, I hit my head pretty hard.
Yeah.
I don't know if that brain bleed.
That seemed to do pretty good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's still some nerve stuff, but it's, but I mean, I think your body took it as a, as bad as a car accident.
Yeah.
And it depends, I tell people it just depends on how your body decides to deal with it.
Of course, at first I just went back to bed. I didn't think anything of it.
Right, but when you're in shock, you would have noticed it, because I've done that before too. You
Yeah.
go ahead and stay there, because we'll do another one. Yeah, because I fell off a ladder like, I don't know, 6 feet to the concrete or something. I mean, just like a redwood. I did feel the impact though. It was awful. And at first I couldn't get up, so then I was doing my body talk first aid protocol thing. And then I got up and I thought, well, this is weird. I have no pain. Like I should be in pain.
Yeah.
And I walked over to the neighbors, like, hey, can I get an ice pack? I need to make a few phone calls, fell off the ladder. And they're all like, like acting like I'm normal. And I thought, oh, isn't that weird? Okay, so you can function fairly normally in shock. It wasn't until later when I kind of came out of it where I went, oh, that's so sore. And I did actually just fracture part of the tailbone. Not bad, but I mean, just enough to where, yeah, I had 6 weeks of sitting on a donut and being very, because I could stand up or sit down, but anything in between that pulled on that tailbone, yeah, it would make me sweaty.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're just going to have you kind of relax, and then we're just going to gently raise that arm again. Ooh, teeny bit more. Not a ton more, but teeny bit. So there's not as much compensating on it. So let's work on the elbow. Okay. So you can focus on the elbow. So when you move it, where do you notice it?
Right here.
Okay, so we're going to have you focus on that, and then we'll let you come on over. Okay, so slow down a little bit. Yep, keep coming right there. Oh, okay, so keep coming. Oh, I want the other foot, yeah. Yep, I want it. The weight to be right there. Yep. Okay. All right, so we're going to work on the trust. I know you keep bringing that other foot up.
Oh.
So I'm going to have you, no, you're fine. Lead it to this hand. Like lead your, whole body. I'm not going to drop you. Yeah. Okay, I need you to like lead your whole, yeah, there you go. You're like, I am not going to do that to save my life. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Take a deep breath. Alright, so I'm going to have you walk around a little bit, so let's move around. So we're going to do some I'm so sorry statements. Not that the process is going to make any sense, but it'll help. I'm so sorry you can't let this go. And just repeat it out loud.
I'm so sorry I can't let this go.
So we're going to say you because it's a past event.
Oh.
Like if it happened today, we'd say I, but since it's a past event, we're talking to that past part that's still frozen. I'm so sorry you can't let it go.
I'm so sorry you can't let it go.
I'm so sorry that fall scared you to death.
I'm so sorry that fall scared you to death.
I'm so sorry you thought you died.
So sorry I thought you died.
Okay, now that shifted. So, all right. Yep. So at a subconscious level, you must have thought it was it. Okay, so when you're walking and you focus on your body, what do you notice?
Not really.
Yeah, that's okay. You may not. Kinesthetic people will notice. Not everybody's kinesthetic.
I just feel like I maybe a little bit better balance.
Yes, so everybody's going to notice it different. Yeah, some people, they'll go, oh, it's easier to stand up. Yeah. Or, they'll feel more solid, like in their body. Yeah, so okay, so you're kinesthetic. You're just picking it up in a different way.
Yeah.
But, see, and now when you're walking, your feet aren't, like, pronating so much. Yeah. And it's real subtle, but, to exaggerate it, it's like feet will do this as you're walking, That's an exaggeration of it. And when we get that corrected, then yes, it's very. And then when that pronation is not moving around, your ankles are more solid, which makes your knees more solid, which makes your hips more solid, and then evens out that tensegrity.
Yeah.
All right, so wiggle around that elbow thing.
Yeah,
see
what, feeling a little bit up in here.
Yes, and literally the fascia starts moving again. So I tell you what, let's not, since we did quite a bit of work on that freeze thing, I don't want to do any more work because if you're already feeling it, you can get what feels like muscle cramps from this, and you can apply heat to it. If it's from the session, it might kick in tomorrow or tonight. You can put heat on it. Don't put ice because I don't like it cramp up. But that's just the fascia repatterning. It usually goes away in 6 to 12 hours. And it'll usually show up all of a sudden. You'll go, oh, like, wow, that feels like a muscle cramp. Or you'll be like, oh, wow. And it could show up anywhere. It could be, you can get it in your butt muscle. I mean, you can get it anywhere. You'd be like, oh, that feels like a muscle cramp. Now, if you want to take magnesium to help relax it, that's fine. Or apply heat. You may not get any cramps at all. But when you went, oh, I can feel it here. I'm like, oh, okay, we've already got some pretty big fascia moving around. And then just all of a sudden it'll go away again. and that's the body going, okay, I got to figure it out. You know, so it's so yeah. So we're just gonna. So I'm gonna have you walk this way one more time, so I can look at your foot pattern. Yeah, because your ankle's not doing the thing it was before. Yay!
All right.
Sometimes it stays, sometimes it doesn't, but
Yeah.
each time you get a session, it builds on the last. So there's always a certain amount of permanence for each one. So you get like an accumulative effect, which is kind of nice.